Hello, hello, my lovelies. Welcome to the Miss Lillian's page. I am Crysta, furniture artist out of Barry, Texas, the huge city of Barry. I always pick on it, but I love this living out here in the country. So I always have to say I'm from Barry. I love it down here. Uh, so the title of it, brushes do matter. You hear people all this time say, "Well, I just use the same brush for everything," or "I've got two brushes and that's it." And a lot of people don't understand the differences between the brushes. So since I was just gonna sling paint today, and I started looking, I was going, I need to get a different brush. So let's talk about brushes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about different brushes from Miss Lillian's, and then I'll sling some paint and do a demo on exactly everything that I'm talking about. So the two big differences between brushes is that you have your synthetic brushes, and these usually do a smoother coat, and this type of brush is amazing for your larger pieces, right? So if you're doing a full piece of furniture, these are perfect, okay? But then you also have your natural. What do you mean by natural? Some of them can be made with boar's hair. Some of them are made with horse hair. Some of them are made with only it's all sorts, but it's a natural bristled brush. These usually give you a little bit of I don't want to say a rougher surface because it's not, but it doesn't give you that clean glass. It does have just a little bit in there. And these are also very good. But here's the catch. Miss Lillian's being this works, I swear it does. Since Miss Lillian's is self-leveling, even with a natural tip brush, you can usually get a great finish, a great smooth finish. But if you're doing like your shabby chic, your boho, and you want a little bit of that texture in, definitely your natural tipped brushes. So Renee from Two Chatty Chicks says, hello, Milo and Picasso. That is my girl Sue. She says, I'm here, Miss Murphy. We're going back to that. Okay. And yeah, just Renee and Sue right now. Renee says, love seeing all those beautiful colors behind you. Yeah. I see what you did there. So, got you, Renee. The thing is that with your natural tip brushes, Miss Lillian's has a large selection, and I don't have them all in, but there is a large selection of your natural tip brushes. And so some people will use a brush like this for waxing, but you can see that it is stained. And with Miss Lillian's, it's so highly pigmented that this brush is clean. I mean, it is squeaky, squeaky clean. I've rub-a-dub, I've scrub-a-dubbed, I've everything. But because it's so pigmented, it will stain your natural brushes. And it's very, very hard to get those pigments out of your natural tip brushes. So don't be like, oh my God, her brushes are so dirty. They're not. They're clean. It's just being pigmented. And so you can see the different tip brush. Now this one is the one I am going to use on my project today, and I'll show you why. For most of the project, my synthetic, this is a 2-inch synthetic brush, is going to be perfect because you see I'm going to be able to get in and I'm going to be able to swipe down. I'll be able to do all this. All of this is going to be fine up here. Rinse and repeat down here. Renee says, good info on brushes. Surprising how many people really don't know what they should. That's what we're here for, right? So this is the Miss Lillian's French tip brush, and I suggest if you came to me and said, Crysta, 2 brushes, go. Your synthetic, because I like the handle, okay? I like the weight, and I do like having a good synthetic brush. My second would be my French tip brush. You see how the handle is longer, and with that tip on the top. This is where you need to have a good French tipped brush with a longer handle in your arsenal. See this here? This little pocket? Okay. If I were to paint this with my 2-inch synthetic, I am not going to be able, and my hand is hitting there, and I'm not going to be able to get good, smooth brush strokes in there. Okay. Now, Renee says her picks as well, the 2-inch synthetic and the natural tipped French. So let me see if I can get you guys in a little bit better. There you go. So what I'm saying is that if I were to use this Miss Lillian's natural brush with the flat, which I do like using this one as well, but I'm going to be, and it's going to be very, very difficult. And you can see that the brush is only sticking out, you know, maybe about an inch. See that? It's not sticking out very far at all. And you want to have your hand on that. So my hand is going to be fighting that whole time to get those little areas. Now, let me show you with my natural tipped, my French tip brush, how you will have to, do you see how much more is out? So I've got more control. I've got, it's going to be more comfortable. I'm not going to be hitting my hand on the outside. I can hold it. And also with that, the way that that tip is, you have that, that's what's called the French tip. You see that? It's going to be very easy for me. Let me put you guys back a little bit, because I know in that small space there, it's good. I can't show you all the way up in that space just because it is such a small space. So I'll be able to use that tip right there and even like this, I will be able to get up into those corners and pull. And so since this brush has a natural, y'all saw that when I up close, didn't you? That one little bristle hair. That's what happens when you wash them. Natural, don't worry about it. It's cool. Is that this tip here in that corner, wish I had just looking around trying to see if I've got something that's got like a 90-degree angle on it that's kind of sitting around, because I didn't think about how I was gonna show you guys. Okay, my hand, let's go. My hand is one, and y'all can imagine a top here, right? Okay, so when your flat tip, let's see here, if this were to go in and you're holding it like this, because that's all you can get in there, you're gonna really struggle to get the top, and you're going to struggle to get that corner painted. I hope I'm making sense. Hey, Kathy. Then if you, with this brush, you will be able to go in and get those tight corners. So on drawers and stuff that you can take out, you can use this if you want, but since it's out, you're going to have that space in order to get that brush up in there. If it's a drawer, you pull the drawer out, you're going to have enough space to get this brush in there again. But small spaces like this, especially if you're painting, say, a secretary, an older secretary or an older desk of some sort, they used to kind of be built with what looked like a post office almost. They had the little boxes in there. And if you want to paint something like that and change the interior, it's going to be very, very, very difficult to get in there with a 2-inch, or sometimes even something, even though this has a long handle, this is a flat tip round, and it's shaped like an oval, but it's more of a flat tip and it's natural. It does have a good size long handle on it as well, but because of that size, you may not be able to get into those nooks and crannies. And because it's got the flat, it's slightly rounded, but it's considered more of a flat head. It's got a slightly rounded, you're not going to be able to get into those corners. So with Delana says, yes, ma'am, you're making sense. Hello, Elizabeth said, hello, everyone. Crysta, you seem so sad since she went back to Tennessee. I'm going to address that. I love my girl, and I'm so glad that she's happy. Things are going really, really well for Sue back there, and she's got her grandbabies back, especially with her oldest grandbaby. This was her first week in school in pre-K. She got to see all that. I am sad that Sue left. I am. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But I want my girl happy, and that is the biggest thing I want, is for Sue to be happy. So, exactly. She said that she's sorry it didn't work out in Texas, but our grandkids are so important, and I understand that. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if I had to pick two brushes, it would be my 2-inch synthetic and my French tip. One for the way that it handles, but also for this one, smaller spaces. It's going to be a lot easier to get into those nooks and crannies. So that's it. That is, like I said, Miss Lillian's has a large selection of brushes. And that is what I wanted to go over with you guys about them. And so now I'm going to put it in motion, and y'all get to actually see what I'm talking about. So the color that was chosen for the interior here, and it was not chosen by my husband, it was chosen by my son. And because my husband has been extremely busy, and so I kept saying, baby, you got to pick a color. All right, I will. Let me get this done. And it never got done. So I told my son, I picked out patina, sweet pea. Where's the other ones at? I picked out 4. Sweet pea, Josephine, tattered shutter. So hold on. Okay, so I've got patina, because they're sitting right there. These are the 4 just I had sitting here saying, these are the 4 colors that I'm looking at, and to put on the interior of this. And I had them sitting here for my husband, and y'all just heard that story. We've just been really, really busy. So I had them sitting here. So this is tattered shutter. It is a very white. It's white, but it's a touch of green. We had, this is from my signature collection. This is sweet pea. Then we had Josephine, which is a very light blue. And I need to shaky that one. And so Josephine, which is a beautiful blue, light blue. And I had patina. So patina, you can see, is a very light green. And so when my son came in here, I actually had it down between tattered shutter and these two. So tattered shutter and patina. And my son, and I was leaning towards patina. And my son came in and he said, yeah, Mom, patina. I was like, cool. So there we go. That was color selection. And do we always get it right? No, we don't always get it right. And if not, it's just paint. We can always paint over it, guys. Ain't none but a G thing, baby. So, of course, I didn't check to see if this one was open, because I used patina, but I didn't realize that I used my last jar. So I've got a new jar of patina now that I'm opening. There we go. I'm going to get that bad boy cracked open. There we are. So glad I've got a cloth over there. So, okay, need to get these brushes out. Well, I can leave them down there. I'm not going to hit that. But let's discuss, or I'm going to show you guys what I mean by getting the corners. And so when I do small spaces, I really do get a liberal amount on my brush, because I'm going to smushy it up in that corner. I am really going to say it. I am really, really going to, because I don't want to have to go back and paint these spaces 2 or 3 times. I don't want to stick my hand in there 2 or 3 times. I want to do a one and done. So, because who's really going to come in and sit there and go, Oh, it's a little bit thin back there in that space. It's only about 1.5 inches wide. And again, if someone is looking that close at your furniture in your house, you don't need that kind of negativity. Give them a glass of sweet tea and set them on the front porch. Get them out. Get them out. So I'm really, like I said, liberal amount. And you can see that I'm going right up. And I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But I'll get you guys. I'm going to pick up my tripod and everything. So let's see if I can get you guys. Oh, no. Austin, I need help. Yep. Guys, I'm okay. It's always interesting. Yeah, I'm getting paint. I got paint all over me.
And your purse.
Okay, I got it on my purse. Not a big deal. It happens. Everything I got has paint on it. So my purse is no different. Okay, let's get you guys set back up. Let's get this. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to get my tripod now because my tripod went wonky. That's what happens. I was on my rolly cart and I had this and I was that and over I went. It's all right. I got paint everywhere. So are we okay with just trusting me that there's paint in that corner and it's staying and it's covered? Or do I need to do this again? And do not say just for comic relief, do it again. Are we trusting me? Are we trusting me that there's paint in that corner? Austin, I know where you sleep, boy. So yeah, I do. I've got paint all over me and I'm going to have to repaint this shelf down here. So actually, let me show you guys. Haha. So since I can repaint the front of this, no problem. So what I'm going to do is, since I've got paint everywhere, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spin that paint out where it hits so I don't have drippies. And I will just have to, oh, that bottom shelf is covered. Wow. And I am just going to take that right on over and get that. He's like, Mom, yeah, I've probably got half a bottle in my purse right now. Oh, well, y'all know how that works. And so, but at least you get to see how far this paint goes just by spilling some. Make sure you spill it on your project, not on your clothes, your purse, and everything else. But you can see, and I do believe we picked the right color to set off the toys and stuff that are going to go on this shelf. And oh, I told y'all I am about as graceful as a duck in combat boots, and y'all witnessed it here first. So Kat says she's done that with the rug. Sue, you and that Murphy thing, girl, we're gonna have to talk about that. Yeah, she calls me Murphy because it's Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. And so, and my tripod doesn't want to stay. See that? That is, yeah, my tripod is drooping now. Yay. So, but you can see I did almost all of that down here with just spilled paint. And actually, I can probably hit that side with it as well. But I am also thinning it out over top of my Bohemian Queen because I do have little splatters from where I took a tumble. As graceful as a duck in combat boots. So, there we go. That is a pretty color up against the Rockabilly. I think I said Bohemian Queen a second ago, but this is Rockabilly. And there you go. Well, get you guys down. And so, Now that everybody's had a good chuckle at my expense, y'all are welcome for that. Tell me it's not on the floor. Okay, I won't tell you. I won't. Trying to visualize a duck in combat boots. It's not pretty. I have all the grace of a dancing duck in combat boots. Delana said, well, that's one way to get the bottom shelf painted. Oh yeah, guys, it's all over my hand. Oh man, it's all over. Yeah, it's definitely all in my purse. Hold on. So look, you can see it's all down in my purse, all over my wallet, all over the papers. Oh yeah. So it's okay. It happens. I paint. I've got paint on my clothes all the time. I've got paint on me all the time. So walking around with paint on my purse, next level, baby. Next level. So, oh, and now it's dripping there. So where did I throw my brush? There it is. I will get that thinned out. It's one way to definitely get things painted quickly. I wasn't expecting all that. But yeah, there we go. Oh, I can always use the paint that's on my thumb. I don't recommend this as a way to paint, is to take it off, like to dip your thumb in and to put it on your brush. But hey, look, that's how much paint was on my thumb. And I don't know if y'all can see exactly how much is there, but I did a part down here. And yeah, that's how much paint was on my thumb. And there's still more on my thumb. You know, I'm just going to say it. I'm actually, Delana said, as long as you're physically okay, I'm okay. I'm fine, honey, I'm fine. That was minor. that was a small pothole compared to some of the roads I've been down before. Let's just say that one. And Kat says advertising. Renee says wackadoodle time. Yes, ma'am, it is wackadoodle time. So, you know, it is what it is. But we're just going to take my word. Let's just go with that. That area in there is very well covered. And I got the corner really well. So let's just go with that. Can we do that? We're good. All right. Oh boy, it's just one of those days. The hits just keep on coming. So actually, I think that if I get this over here, I can and put you guys down. Notice I'm not holding the tripod anymore. I learned my lesson on that one. But if I were to, again, load my brush and I go along this, you can see how well I'm getting coverage in all of my crevices. It's like cutting in when you're painting a wall. And what's happening is that you can see how good it gets in on both sides. And so what that allows you to do is that for smaller spaces, you can always come back with your French tip and do the whole area. But since it's a larger area through here to demonstrate, I just need to use my French tip. And you can see how well it gets into those corners. And I'm just going to say, you know, you're a pro when you can jump or dump a whole, like half a brand new bottle, get it all over you, dump it in your purse, pick yourself up off the ground, wipe yourself up, and then still show you. I'm calling this a win. I don't know what y'all are calling it other than funny, but I'm calling it a win. So I am going to see where the rest of the spots that I have slung paint, and yes, it's on the floor. Yes, it's in my purse. It's in my wallet. Donna says, hey, that's a win. Yeah, baby, it's a win. So I want to tell you guys, I know that you've heard other of our creation team talk about it. The other ladies that do videos for Miss Lillian's about the birthday celebration, and that is still going on. So there's several different ways to win. One is to sprinkle, glitter, whatever you want to call it, this video out to your friends. And then make sure that you're commenting here. We can't enter you if we don't know that you, not on this video. I'm not giving anything away on this video. I did that last week. But you need to watch the other creators because we get to give away one prize pack a month. But there's a second way. Another way is every week, they cut it off week by week. They are doing a giveaway. So if you place an order, one order is one entry. I think it's a 20 or 25% off coupon for that. And then the grand prize for the month, at the end of the month, everybody who has placed an order will go into a drawing, and somebody will win 50% off coupon. So by also Milo and Picasso, I'm so proud, Donna, of her acrobatic skills. Funny, Donna, funny. So at the end of the month, they will pick a winner for a 50% off. But up in the comments is a coupon for 20% off. It's ML Birthday 20, which will give you 20% off your order. And if you want to pay for possibly my future hospital bills the next time I do this, because I was real lucky this time, go ahead, place an order, because I'll get a little thank you through the company if you do that. Let's help each other out here. And I am going to get off here. Big drip running down the small space up top. Big drip running down small space up top. Elizabeth, I don't know where you're. Big drip running down. There's none. Oh, inside. You got good eyes, Donna. Thank you. I knew I should have put this thing up against the shelf behind it, but I didn't. So thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. I did not see that. Thank you. So my husband just walked in, and I'm just gonna not tell him, because he'll go back, screen record it, and play it at like every family reunion from now until I die. And we don't want to. We don't want that. We don't want that. No. We don't want that. So make sure you check us out. I know that Renee has a video coming up. I don't remember the date. And so, guys, I want to thank you for dealing with my insanity and my madness. And I will see you guys next week right back here on Miss Lillian's. I love you guys.